What's up, you handsome devils? Thank you for tuning on in. Much appreciated. Just got back from my boots on the ground. My boots nearly melted to the ground. It was typical training camp weather. Just unbelievably sweltering, smoldering hot. Just like the Dolphins practicing in an atmosphere that's lava. But look, it was good to have football back nonetheless. No pads. Who gives a rat's ass? I think that starts up on Saturday when fans can start going. And I'm sure the Dolphin fan is very, very excited to go see their team and what they have to bring to the table. But it was a good start. It was I gotta tell you, I had FOMO from the beginning, man, because and I was super jelly belly because I was on the radio show, which if you guys like, you guys can go to youtube.com/ticketmiami, Tobin and Leroy every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you're probably watching on demand anyway. So what does the time matter? Am I right? But you guys can watch live on Twitch. That is real. That is real. But, so blueprint for everybody. We get off the air like a little before. I say 6 to 10. We get off a little before 10. But McCoachin, Mike McDaniel, new Dolphins head coach, he is talking earlier than that. And so I'm never going to see that. I'm never going to be at a McCoachin press conference probably until the regular season. Same thing happened with Flo in training camp. Never got to see Flo in training camp because they practice like around 10:30. So I got to hustle my ass from the studio up to Miami Gardens, which is where our studio used to be. We used to be right there in Miami Gardens. But now we are right outside Little River. And so it's a little bit further. But anyway, you scoot on up, get there, probably like 10:15. They're still rolling loud. So take the golf cart over. And it's brutal. It's super hot. But I'm jealous because I missed in the Mike McDaniel press conference that he took a selfie with everybody. I watched the live feed, like I saw it happen because I was watching it as the show was going on. But I wished I could have been there. Very jealous, and well done by Omar Kelly to make that happen. That was a solid move to get Mike McDaniel to go out there and get a selfie from everybody. And from his standpoint, talked a little bit about what they're going to do with the vets. Teron Armstead, Mostert's coming back. Byron Jones, he says he expects him to be ready for week 1, which is exciting. It was cool to see Mostert. He spoke to the media a little bit today, and he is super confident he's going to be ready for week 1 and is, happy to be with Mike McDaniel and all that type of stuff. Still laying claim to this race that may happen between Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I imagine it's not going to happen with him on the men from everything. I mean, that just seems like a terrible idea. But, it's the Legion of Zoom. Everybody has to go out there. They have to lay claim to their throne. And he says he got the stats to back it up. So that was pretty cool. And then Armstead spoke a little bit too because he got some work in today as they did some 11-on-11 stuff, and so the big free agent acquisition was out there, and he is that was pretty cool to see because he wasn't doing any of the off-season stuff, and so they're pretty much got to see a lot of their big off-season acquisitions out there. Mohamed Sanu was out there catching some passes. That was cool. He's now on the Dolphins, but obviously everybody's out there. You want to see what Tua Tagovailoa is going to do. What is this offense going to do? I mean, look, I tell you what was cool. Like right out of the gate, as they're starting their work, Tua found Tyreek Hill immediately over the middle for one of those, patented quick Tua. It wasn't like a 5-yarder. It was like cut right through it down the middle. Here's the thing: they were on like the far field. Media's like all the way over. So if you guys have ever been to training camp, you know how that works. Like if there's a field in front of you, then there's another field. They were on the other, and then there's the indoor facility. They were in the second field, I guess technically is that what it would be. So it was a bit of a far thing, and your old boy doesn't have his binoculars, doesn't have his extra peepers out there checking things out. But that one was very clear. Tua cutting right through defenders, finding Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill, as advertised, very fast, and they can't hit. There's none of that, but I don't think anybody was going to catch him anyway. Take my word for it. The best play, though, he had this beautiful haul in that was like right in the, it was like 30-ish, 30-plus yards. Beautiful sideline pass to Tyreek Hill. It was a real, just dropped it in perfectly. So everybody was saying, oh, we can't get those chunk plays. This is a beautiful one. It wasn't, I think it was 7-on-7, so it wasn't like full team, but still just a beautiful touch pass from Tua, and, you know, speaks to that praise that Tyreek Hill has been given to Tagovailoa throughout the preseason, which is, the idea that he is going to be the most accurate passer in the league, which is what Tyreek Hill said. And Tua spoke a little bit about this in the aftermath as he spoke to the media, and this is what the Dolphins quarterback had to say about that.
What's it like getting that such public support from Tyreek? You know, you guys haven't played, it's been all over the place, just blowing you up.
Yeah, it's cool. Tyreek is someone that has established himself in this league, and to have the support from him means a lot, and I'm glad to have him as my teammate.
So when you hear Tyreek say these things, or the word gets back to you, are you like, this again, or what does he say now? And I guess, what do you feel in the reaction to when you hear things that he says about you positively?
Well, I would say that's just Tyreek's personality. Tyreek's going to speak how he feels at that very moment, and he just believes what he says every time. If he feels he's the best at this, he's going to let you know. Out there on the field, if he feels, someone's talking too much and he wants to go against them, he's going to let them know what he's going to do to him. That's just his personality. And I think it's fun to have that kind of personality on the team. But I mean, for me, again, like I said, it's awesome to have that kind of support from somebody like that.
So, like, kind of shying away from it. It's like, you just appreciate it. Tua definitely was. I definitely think we have a more defiant. I don't know if it's the right term, defiant. I think we definitely have a more assertive, less given a bleep Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, everything that he's been through last year with the whole Deshaun Watson thing and the lack of support that he got from Brian Flores. That was a cool thing for Mike McDaniel, which I heard coming out is, just establishing that he is the leader of this team. Which was so funny. We were like talking about this today on the radio show, just like how stupid it was, the captains that this team had. It's like you had a turnstile and a TikToker as their captains. Neither one of them are here now on offense. And, for the coach to just come out and be like, no, you're the leader of the team is again, just another level of support that the guy has gotten. Now, obviously, they got to go win games, yada, yada, yada. He's got to support. But, like, it's just nice that the guy feels like, all right, you're going in. Some people say, oh, well, it's no excuses. It's just nice that it feels like he's got people who want him to be there, which has not been the case, clearly, and was not the case last year. So, even if he is backing off or, not basking in the praise of Tyreek Hill, at least publicly, we don't know what that's like behind closed doors. He may love it. And just doesn't want to give the morsels to the media because, hell, if he does, they're going to run with it the wrong way anyway. And for him to just be appreciative that he's got a established teammate who gives him that support is a thing that he is appreciative of. And I think that, man, it's going to benefit this team. It looked like tangibly was benefiting him right off the start. And then just, man, he's just dynamic. He's a fun athlete to watch, Tyreek Hill. One of the cool things also on the other side of the ball, Noah Igbenogany. Little pass deflection. People were fired up for him. Looks like he's going to get a little bit more of an opportunity here early in camp while Byron Jones is on the mend, which I think is beneficial. You know what Byron Jones can do. You know that this defense is pretty much intact from everything. So you have a guy who you invested a first-round pick in, and see what he's got. There's definitely some talent, some skills there as far as what they think with his athleticism and all that type of stuff. So only 22 years old, not even 23. And not going to be 23 till nearly the end of the season, Noah Igbenogany. So a young player by age, going into his third season. Nobody believes in him. Everybody thinks at this point, what is he going to give us? So in a lot of ways, some people may just be curmudgeons and think, nah, he's a bust in my mind. But you can look at it and say, man, they expect they're not going to get anything out of him. So if everybody's at that point already, maybe you just feel like it's a gravy train for Noah Igbenogany to go out there and give anything to this team. So that's an interesting thing to keep an eye on. But it was a fun first day. It definitely wasn't sometimes you go out there and it's just Dreadsville, nothing's happening. It's sacks galore. And Jalen Phillips, had a couple of pressures on Tua Tagovailoa too and looked good. So there was some plays that broke down. I don't want to make it seem like it was all roses and sunshine for the offense, but he's going against a very good defense, which is not allowed to hit yet. I'm excited to see what that's going to be like once they actually get the pads on and all that stuff. And I'm sure the fans that are going to go out there on Saturday when that opens up for you guys publicly will enjoy that, because I think the public gets the first crack at it. I think that Saturday is the first day where they're going to suit it on up there, love. I don't know why I went British there. Point is, it was beautiful to have football back. All right. McCochin, swaggering out there, doing his thing, having a command. Dan Marino, looking at Tua. Goosey's galore. If you don't have Goosey's galore, you might want to check yourself for a little GD, little goose deficiency. All right? Goose file dysfunction. I don't know what to tell you, because I'm nearly a Gennady Golovkin on this thing. Like Goosey's on Goosey's on Goosey's with having football back. It was a beautiful thing. I enjoyed it, and I'm happy to have it back.